Marconi.
How many people can fit in the trunk of your car?
Like if the chips at the bottom of the bag were a person.
I don't think you can just learn all you need to learn from just one episode of this podcast.
Nick?
Yes? Hi.
He's already got his 10,000 steps in this month.
You worked really hard on that, didn't you?
Tiny?
Hi, everybody.
Strongly dislikes that giant TikTok baby.
That baby scares the out of me. It's so weird.
Marconi, Nick, and Tiny.
Well, I'm just a little scared right now.
Final podcast.
Oh, man, that's fantastic.
Hey, it's Marconi at the beginning of yet another final episode. Thank you for checking us out. If you haven't already, make sure and follow us on all the social medias, especially Instagram at Final Podcast, and make sure and join our Facebook group if you haven't already. But if you are going to join our Facebook group, well, I don't want to complain or anything, but here's some of my thoughts on some of our current Final Podcast Facebook group members. We started a Facebook group and invited a bunch of people we thought would be interested. And quite frankly, you've heard of the first responders to the COVID-19 crisis. Well, sometimes I'm going to have to say that some of the people in our Facebook group could be qualified as our worst responders.
Oh, I get it.
But I don't know, maybe we're just not doing things right. Let us know, what we're doing wrong. Here's the thing. I don't need, as a person that started a Facebook group for my podcast, I don't like being able to see the people that have looked at a post and didn't click like or comment on it. You know what I mean? It hurts me.
It seems weird, doesn't it?
It's too much for my mental health to handle. I'm so fragile right now being in this isolation.
I just want to let you know that when I invited people, I handpicked everyone, and most of them were girls.
Ah, I see.
Because I just wanted them to know that, hey, I'm still around. Here I am.
So are these ladies that you're interested in? Do you have history with, or what's the deal?
Every single woman that's on my friends list on Facebook can catch these hands. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm just a little scared right now.
No, I said hands because it's a family show, and I meant hands, I meant other.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, there's grandmas on my friends list. There's aunts. There's second aunts, and they all could catch it. They all could get it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a second aunt could get it?
Oh, dude, yeah, because by hooking up with a second aunt, that means you're the third cousin, which kind of makes you the fourth nephew. And in that case, you can kind of start making a new page on the family tree. You dig?
I don't even know what just happened. But here's the thing. I love having the Facebook group. I love doing the podcast with you guys. I'm having fun. I just hope that more people will respond to some of the things we're doing in our Facebook group. Like, for instance, I posted a heartfelt note thanking people for joining. We're getting into the hundreds of people that have joined the Facebook group. A lot of people did respond, but I asked if you, in honor of the latest episode, to comment with just a tooth. Not one person did.
I think they were so confused by that.
Nobody can find the Retooth app.
How? You just type in tooth and there it is. Andy wishes he could just type in tooth and put it in his mouth. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I don't know how you guys are doing in quarantine. Now, you both are working. Nick is working from home. He's doing all his live TV shots from his studio there. Andy, you're actually going into work, right?
I'm essential.
You are. In our lives and in our hearts.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. I am going to work and I'm saving lives. I'm out in the front lines right now.
You said you had, I don't know how much you can talk about in your work because it's medical. Have you had any COVID-19 patients come your way?
There's been a couple that we highly suspected. And then there's been a couple that they have been like once removed, like, oh, my cousin's friend had it and I was thinking about them, so I might have it. Some of the education out there is a little wonky, but we haven't had any confirmed cases come from my doctor's office. No,
because in the medical field, you see it all, and you have a few of your coworkers who are going to New York to help out. I understand. When you're sitting there and you're working, and somebody comes in, how do you get over that anxiety of wondering, maybe am I going to catch it from someone?
Yeah, well, it's tough. Every single patient that comes in, in the back of my mind, I assume they have it, but I also never stop treating them with, love and empathy and compassion. But I'm definitely geared up when I'm talking to a patient and in front of them. Absolutely.
Now, I don't know how it is if you go out on the street, Nick, but when I'm walking, like to go to the grocery store or whatever, people are not observing the social distancing that's been suggested, the 6 feet. And it's driving me crazy. So I decided to get a 6-foot mannequin and carry that around. So I just want to show people exactly how far that is, because they don't understand. Or, you know what else would work? You know that picture, that classic picture of Michael Jordan with the wings?
Oh, yeah.
Like Michael Jordan's 6'11" wingspan. That is perfect for. I should have that as a costume for social distancing.
That's fantastic. I wouldn't even be mad if I saw you walking down the street holding Michael Jordan's wingspan. I would absolutely try and talk to you. You're onto something. That's perfect.
But by the way, I don't know how it's happened during quarantine. I feel like I'm eating everything in sight. Nick, are you having that same situation?
I'm cooking everything, and then I was at first, but I'm actually not picking out as much as I was.
What about you, Andy? Are you going nuts?
I'm going nuts. I'm just smoking like triple the amount of weed I normally do. I'm
Right?
I'm
For
high
anxiety
all the time, dude. I'm smoking. The only time I'm not smoking is right now.
When you're talking on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm consistently stoned. I won't divulge my methods, but yeah, no, I haven't really been eating that much. I'm trying to smoke weed like it's my last day on earth every day.
Wow. And here's the thing. I feel like I haven't slowed down eating or anything like that. I haven't done anything that abnormally, but I lost 10 pounds.
Whoa.
How?
What?
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm mad at myself. I really am.
You go put that back on right now. Go get a Subway and put some butter on it.
I'm trying. Today I had to go back to the grocery store because, here's the worst part about quarantine grocery shopping is you try to do it like every couple of weeks. And then, inherently you forget something like coffee or something important that you can't live without, like, mayonnaise.
No, ever get mayonnaise. Leave it alone. You don't, no. Marconi, no, you don't get mayonnaise. You don't need it. It's disgusting. It's the devil's corner of the mouth spit.
Devil's corner of the mouth.
I forgot. You don't like that? You don't like Miracle Whip? You don't like any of it?
No, I don't like anything white and creamy. It's not a joke. I want to let you know that I had a patient today tell me they came in and they thought they had the Rona. So I'm in my full hazmat gear and I'm talking to him and I'm like, oh, hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? That's not his name, but he'll be Jeffrey today. Hey, Jeff, what are you up to today? How's the Rona symptoms? Oh, he tells me his symptoms and I'm like, okay, yeah, I see why you're upset. I would feel bad too. And I always ask my patients, I say, well, I appreciate you telling me what's wrong, but give me something positive. Tell me a good thing that's going on right now. And Jeffrey says to me, oh, well, things have changed a little bit in my world and I started seeing someone. I said, oh man, that's fantastic. Jeff, tell me about your flame. Tell me how things are going. And he tells me everything's going good, but yada, yada. Okay, here we go. Things are great. And I asked how they met. And he said, well, I've known her for a long time. And I said, oh, were you high school friends? Did you guys go to prom and then someone went to college and now you found each other again? No, she's my cousin. Oh, your cousin. Like like a third removed, like on a technicality cousin? No, it's my mom's sister's kid.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Like first
okay.
cousin.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, all right, Jeff. Well, tell me more about because now I want to know. Now the gloves are off. Now you tell me what's going on, Jeff. And he told me they had a fantastic night. They weren't quarantined, so I definitely, I read them the riot act for that. They weren't quarantined, obviously, but I think that's the least of their problems at this point.
Yeah.
And he said he took her on a scenic drive in her truck, and they made a bed in the back of the truck and cracked open some natural ices.
Malt liquor.
Oh, it was definitely malt liquor. And he said, under the stars, he shot his shot.
Oh,
and
man.
He made it 3-point sinker.
Now, people say things like thinning the herd and stuff like that, and I don't wish him any ill will, but it makes a lot of sense, really, that he's not quarantined, is all I'm going to say.
Don't even bother putting on a mask, Jeffrey.
You don't need one.
No.
Whatever.
You're good.
I don't know if you guys are on TikTok. I am obsessed with TikTok. The most recent thing that I am terrified of on TikTok is a giant baby.
A tiny.
Yo, is that for reals?
That's a real giant baby. That video I sent you?
That's disgusting. That thing needs to be blood tested, fingerprinted. That thing ain't real, man. That is so freaky. You sent me that video. I'm like, oh, ha, ha, that's good CGI. Yeah. Like, oh, CGI's come a long way. But no, that's a whole ass kid the size of 3 big adults. That is not normal. That kid has something growing inside of him that needs to be taken out.
Could you notice the kid is riding his dad's back on the bed, and he's
stop it.
He's like a 5 foot tall baby riding his father. And if you look, you can see the talcum powder gushing out of his diaper.
God. Oh, God.
Yeah.
His various
Come
areas.
on. That's like, you're way too big. Like, he's 137 pounds. That is way too big to be having another grown man on top of you riding your back like that, with especially the talcum powder floofing out.
I mean, he looks too big to. Why is he still wearing diapers?
He pays taxes.
Right?
He's got a full W-2 for 2019. I mean, what is he doing?
There's another video. I don't know if I sent both of them, but there's one where he's just eating a banana in the kitchen.
What?
A fat baby eating, that'll make a big TikTok video.
Boy, it's like I'm looking in a mirror.
All right. I don't know. I'm just saying that baby, if I ever go, there's a mystery that how I died, maybe I was murdered. Don't rule that baby out.
I decided to install a bidet. The directions were simple enough for, say, an adult TikTok baby, but somehow it was impossible for me, and let's just say things didn't go smoothly.
So what happened is I couldn't get the thing to tighten down enough to screw back in the water line. And it was like if you were watching a sitcom or something without the laugh track, because I was like Tom Hanks in Money Pit. I was cry laughing, like because it was squirting water everywhere. I had dry hair, but not after that. I don't know what that is, toilet water hair or from the toilet line, whatever it is. I was soaked. I had, a t-shirt on and underwears, and I was just my bathroom. I had towels everywhere down. It was pathetic. It really was, because this should have been like a 5-minute job done. See ya. Instead, I broke my toilet, and you never know how bad you have to go to the bathroom until you break a toilet, and that's your only option. And because I live in an apartment building. In the basement, there's a beautiful facility down there. So, but that requires me to put on, some kind of shorts, shoes, and not look like I'm in the middle of the night going down to use the toilet in the basement of the building.
Did you put on hard pants to go put to the bathroom?
No, but I did. I put on like shorts or something like that. It looked like I was going out for a day of shagging baseballs or something. I put on my ball cap.
Baseballs? What?
So I was like, hey, I'll go down there. I'll bring my own toilet paper because they probably have that razor blade 1-ply situation, that you steal from work, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants that. So I've got a backpack on.
What?
With the toilet paper inside it.
Oh, I could just see you like a ghetto version of the Rocketeer with a bunch of toilet paper in your backpack trying to lift off.
Yeah. And so I've got the hat. I look like a baseball coach, like a baseball dad going down to just, have my time in a private area. Now, and the basement it's very nice in this building. They refinished it, but it does have a history of the Al Capone tunnels went through part of this building. So, there's that. I'm down there. Nobody was down there, but it was, it's kind of creepy. It's in the middle of the night. So I get out. I'm like, hell, did it. I go back upstairs. Everything's fine. And I've got, the backpack and I'm relieved and, I look a little sweaty and a little perspiration, from activity.
Sure.
Of any kind. And of course I get on there and it's the elevator stops on the first floor and the most beautiful neighbor gets on the elevator with me.
Nuh-uh.
And, it's, Corona time, so nobody's talking to each other. We're just kind of just getting through it. And, of course, turns out she lives on my floor, so she went all the way up with me dressed in toilet dad attire to go back to my apartment. Now,
oh, my gosh.
It could have been worse, but here's the thing. In the morning, I get up, checked in with maintenance. I said, here's what I did. I'm so sorry. I have to go to the bathroom again, desperately. So I wait to the last possible minute. I put on my toilet dad outfit again, shagging baseballs later with Junior.
That's got to be some weird new subset of people. Oh, what kind of guy are you? I'm a toilet dad. Excuse me, sir. What? Yeah, I'm a toilet dad.
Like the dad that takes his kid into the restroom at the amusement park, and he's like, "Yeah, go poop. Now, come on. I'm not toilet dad."
Finally,
I finally achieved some level. So I was like, okay, I gotta go again. I get on the elevator. I'm waiting for the elevator to come up, and guess who steps out of her apartment, getting ready to go to work?
No,
my gorgeous neighbor.
Oh, dude. Did you shoot your shot?
No, God, no.
No, that's an easy segue. Hey, baby, I'm a toilet dad.
I should have slipped in a big love mode and kind of, gone for it. So I just, and I've got a backpack on heading to the basement. And by the way, the gym's down there. Well, because I've got the toilet paper in my backpack.
That'd be my first question. Excuse me, sir. Where are you going with that backpack? Oh, that's cool. I'm a toilet dad.
It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. I'm a toilet dad.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand.
So that all happened. And finally, the most beautiful part of the day after all that horror, and I thought I was doing something good, installing a bidet, but so I got a hold of the manager of the building because I hadn't heard back. And I'm like, I don't know how many toilet dad runs I can make. I've already, the manager of my building is wonderful. I can just email her and say, hey, I'm toilet dad. And I haven't heard anything back from maintenance on the possibility of fixing my toilet. I'm so sorry. She goes, I will send, and she used these words, don't worry, I'll send Benny Fix-It up there.
Excuse
Benny
me, what?
Fix-It. He's referred to, his name is Benny, but they call him Benny Fix-It.
That sounds like a TLC show in the waiting, like Benny Fix It and Toilet Dad. Saturday nights, 9:00.
Yes. I mean, I'd watch that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Can you imagine Benny Fix It and Toilet Dad touring the country, signing autographs at conventions?
You just be throwing toilet paper in the crowd. What is your life like right now, sir? I am now Toilet Dad. Respect it.
It's really changed a lot since the show started airing. I mean, I went from just a guy who didn't have a working toilet to becoming a huge Toilet Dad celebrity. So here's Benny Fix-It comes in his hazmat suit. Now, there is a language barrier situation, but I respect it.
Sure.
Because this man is saving my life, and I can retire my Toilet Dad experience. I didn't expect him to install the bidet. I was just hoping that he was going to fix the toilet. But being the Toilet Dad that I am, I'm like, well, if I leave the kit sitting there on the counter, maybe Benny Fix-It will install the bidet too. But I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to live. I have enough toilet paper. I'm going to live with whatever the result is and figure it out later once this quarantine is over. So he said, I'm here to fix your toilet. And I said, I'm here to assist in any way. You don't need my help. I got you into this mess. It was like, I was like an apologetic guy apologizing to a girl for getting her pregnant. And I was like, he's just fixing the toilet. Come on. So, and he didn't say a word to me. And I was like, well, language barrier, or maybe he's just that upset with me. So I was like, well, you know what? I understand. I added to his work day. Benny Fix-It didn't have to do this, but now here he is. So he's in my house with the hazmat suit, and I hear him in there wrenching around and doing things. And I'm just, going, oh my gosh, what's happening? And I thought I hear certain things being taken out of a box. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's installing the bidet. My dreams are about to come true.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to have the cleanest ass in my building. Then who's the Toilet Dad now? Right? I am so excited when he says, okay, it's ready. And then I heard the door clunk. I knew my life was about to change. And I wasn't wrong, because I went in there and promptly utilized the facility and learned quickly the controls, the ebbs and the flows of how the water shoots and the angle. And can I just tell you, it's a life-changing experience. And
what?
It's amazing. And I thought more and more about it. I'm like, well, I only did this because I thought I would run out of toilet paper. But, you want to do that weird flex where I've got a bidet now. Come on over. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are like, as soon as this quarantine's over, I want to come over and try out your bidet. And I'm like, no, sir, you've got to get your own, because it's not right. You know what I mean?
I would feel like, doesn't that automatically turn it into something way too intimate? Like, you can't share toothbrushes. I would feel weird. I would feel weird sharing a bidet. Like, that was literally cleaning off my homeboy, my toilet paper dad 20 minutes ago, and now it's cleaning me. Like, that just seems a little much to share.
No, but I really feel, I would be happy to do it, because it's just water shooting. It's not like you're getting anything dirty. And it was like a simple, it was like $30 on Amazon. And I can tell you, I look forward to my BMs. I really do. Toilet paper, you use it like every 3 days, maybe you need to change the roll. I have had the same roll on there, I think, since Benny Fix-It fixed my bidet.
In remembrance of Benny Fix-It, this toilet paper will never be rolled out again.
It's lasted me, I don't know, 3 weeks now.
What?
Because you clean yourself and you basically use the toilet paper to not only check to make sure, after all, don't forget, I am Toilet Dad. I got to make sure everything's all right. And to get, to dry yourself off a little bit. So, because it's like I said, it's not a fancy, it's just a basic one. But what Nick's talking about sounds like the limousine version. It's got like LED lights under the seat. It dries.
Yeah, you get a little mint when you're done.
Right. It scratches your back while you're on there. All the kinds of things.
Well, in Japan, every toilet is like that. There's not a single one that doesn't have the washing and the seat heating, and they even have one where you have gas to cover up the noise. Like they make it as a running water sound, so you can't hear the various escaping gases. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I need that so bad. A couple of days ago, we had a meeting at work and I had to excuse myself, and when I came out, everyone started clapping because I had a really bad BM and you could hear it.
Excellent.
A bidet would have saved me on that situation.
And strangely enough, we're worried about COVID.
Exactly. We just need protection. So I would just say, if you have the opportunity, maybe don't install it yourself unless you're actually, most people could probably do this. Like I said, that 5-ton baby, that 15-year-old baby, whatever that 5-foot-year-old baby could definitely install it from TikTok, but not me. So if you're more inclined, I highly recommend just order one. And the worst thing is it's $30. And if you hate it, then, give it to a friend.
Well, yeah. What's the worst? $30 and you got a wet butt. And that usually happens for, more than that. So it's fine.
Take it from me, Toilet Dad. Use your bidet every day, all day. That's what I say.
Toilet Dad.
Now, we tried this last episode, and I thought it was kind of fun. So maybe let's do it again, where Nick gives us the headline, Andy, and then we try to guess what's going on in the story.
What's happening in this story, gentlemen? A rude woman uses what to ensure others stay 6 feet away from her?
A broom.
Michael Jordan wings poster, 6'11". That's what I use to get people out of my way.
14 cats.
Did you see Conan where he goes, he had a life-size cutout of Kevin Hart, and he said, 4 Kevin Harts is the perfect distance.
No, it was the true answer was a stick. She has a 6-foot stick, and then she pokes people with it.
Yeah, that's going a little too far. I mean, I get it. People aren't strictly practicing social distancing. They're kind of like, oh, I need to get around this person, whatever. I was at the grocery store, and some dude, I don't know, Andy, people go to the grocery store high all the time, right? And this guy
all the time
was standing at the lettuce. The lettuces in the bags, and he's just taking a long time to choose. Should I get spinach? Should I get baby spinach? Should I get the mixed greens? What am I gonna? And he's just standing there, and then you start noticing like 3, 4, 5, 6 people are just waiting for him to make a move because we're all social distancing.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like, I'm trying to get his attention so he sees that, like, dude, you've got a crowd of people behind you now. Could you just make a decision or move on and come back later? What's going on? I mean, really, just grab a bag of baby spinach and you'll never be wrong.
Yeah, just grab one and go, dude. Yeah.
But honestly, I got so fed up with the guy that I just said, you know what, screw it. And I just walked real close, not super close, but close enough to where, like, look, dude, you've been here, I don't know, 5 minutes looking for salad. Come on, calm down. It won't even take you that long to eat it. If you're searching for food longer than it's going to take you to eat that particular food, you're doing it wrong. So
yeah.
You know how you do it? You just cough. Go into a coughing fit.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I did that to people. I did that to a couple on the street. I coughed and spit into my hands and then went towards them like a weirdo.
And I've got the blood?
And I've got the full mask on, and I've got like a black hat and dark glasses, and I'm wearing all black. I look like a plump ninja that I'm ready to either come after you or roll over you. Or both.
You're scary enough in real life. When you put that much stuff on, then you'd be even more frightening. This guy opens a 25-year-old can of what?
Oh,
Chef Boyardee.
Oh, close.
Chef Boyardee.
Close.
Oh my God! So it's
I knew it.
Chef Boyardee. You think a can of? I'm gonna say whoop ass.
No, he opened a 25-year-old can of Chef Boyardee noodles, Spider-Man noodles, and found that they were reduced to 3 ounces of brown sludge.
And he ate it anyway?
Oh, I don't know, but the pictures of the can make me frightened.
I was hoping you were going to say something like, yes, you're correct. A can of whoop ass.
Oh.
He went back to the 7th grade and confronted his bully, and she was still 7.
Oh,
and it all worked out in the end.
Wow.
No. Well, I'm sorry. I may have revealed some of my life. She apologized, and we're okay now. But whatever.
It's okay. In North Carolina, they have a problem with this piling up on the beaches because of coronavirus.
Used Birkenstocks that nobody wants anymore. Final answer.
Okay, let's see. Say it one more time.
In North Carolina, they have a problem with these piling up on the beaches because of coronavirus.
Whales?
No. Interestingly enough, it's seashells because nobody is coming to the beach and taking them home. So there's piles of them washing up on the shore.
Well, that chick Sally who sells seashells by the seashores isn't doing her job, is she?
It's crazy to see what's happening when humans are involved only for a short time. Like there are more birds. The LA skies are free of smog. There's just all these little things that you're like, yeah, we're ruining everything. Like our existence is destroyed every part of the earth.
And
sorry
more.
to bring everybody down, but it's true.
Final story.
Not you, Andy. Not you, Andy. You don't destroy anything except for maybe a toilet at work once in a while.
I'm fine.
This TikTok user unknowingly records what while dancing at home?
The big baby kid watching him because he's scared and held hostage.
Man, baby.
Well, no. In fact, he shoots not a giant baby, but a regular intruder coming in the house behind him.
Did he not see it when he was making the TikTok?
Nope. The guy tried to intrude into his house behind him.
So he was doing like renegade, renegade, renegade. And then the guy was like, oh, crap, I've entered into the middle of this. Obviously, an artist is performing. I need to respect that. Let me step back and I'll go rob the next door neighbor and come back later when this is all over.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's uploading. It'll take him a minute. And I want to give him his time before I steal his microwave.
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
That was nice. He didn't want to steal his shine. That's nice.
Here's the latest news from around the world too, right in your own backyard.
Hello, my name's Tiny. I just want to tell you about tooth hygiene and tooth safety. Please use my mistakes.
And I noticed there's a tooth missing.
It left.
As a lesson learned. Pro tip number 1, brush your teeth twice a day. Pro tip number 2, floss. Pro tip number 3. We got a little, she thought that meant go harder, and it didn't by any means. And when we take the said device out, something came with it.
Is your tooth still wedged into the bowl?
Make sure you have a mutually understood safe word. If you have to have Google Translate open, so be it. Please, whatever you do, don't end up like me with 31 out of 32 teeth. Use common sense, use an American-made ball gag, and make sure that you and your partner have a mutual respect with one another. Don't rip out your ball gag unexpectedly when trying to mumble your safe word. Make sure if you're not able to follow steps 1 through 3, that you have the Retooth app loaded on your phone. Don't let your partner run away with your now loose tooth. Believe me, you'll want it back.
So there's a person on Earth right now walking around with your tooth.
Not by my own decision, but yeah.
Thank you for listening to my pro tips on teeth. Thank you for listening to my pro tips. Pro tips? Thanks for listening to my pro tips on this tooth. Thank you for listening to my pro tips on teeth hygiene and tooth safety. For more, tune into the final podcast.
Well, Nick, Tiny, this is our second full episode. How do you feel after doing this?
Exhausted. It's like having sex.
Oh, well,
thank you. I take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
I think.
I'll leave money on the nightstand.
Yes. Andy, how about you? How do you feel about it?
I feel like I'm slowly starting to remember that we're really funny, and I like it. It makes me feel bigger than the TikTok kid.
That giant baby.
Marconi, how do you feel about our podcast, sir?
I love our time together. This is one of those things where you're in your life and you go, who do you love the most? Like human beings that you would choose if you could to just spend more time with. And the two of you are those two people, And I feel like obviously there are other people in the world and things like that. But when we're doing these podcasts together, the world doesn't exist.
No, you guys are my moon and stars.
And giant baby riding the back of your dead father.
No, because you know what? I keep thinking about all the talcum powder because I rewatched that video and there's a steady stream of talcum powder coming out of his big ass diaper. I have so many questions for his dead dad.
No, but he's riding. He's riding that dad on the bed, and because there's no movement, and the baby couldn't be happier. He's like, I'm killing this man right now, and he was dead before we started filming this TikTok, but I'm finishing the job.
Yeah, I mean, in the video, there's absolutely no movement from the dad. He's been dead for 24 hours, and he's just laughing at what he just did.
Marconi, Nick, and Tiny. Final podcast. Find full episodes everywhere you get your podcasts at finalpod.com.